So finally, after almost a decade, those of us that don't live in Japan finally get a chance to play Dragon Ball Heroes. Let's talk about this. The gameplay featured here is brought to you by PureVPN. Keep your information online safe and secure with military-grade encryption and blazing speeds. PureVPN's already been rated one of the best VPN services of 2019. Use the link in the description. You can get your service for as low as $2.88 a month. That is 74% off what it regularly costs. But now, on to the video. Hey everybody, what is going on? Brandon here, and this is Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. Now this is a game I've actually been really excited to try out. I think it was announced probably about 6 months ago, might have even been longer than that, might have been over a year ago that it was going to be coming to the United States, and I completely spaced, I forgot about it because it's been so long since I've heard anything about this game coming out. And I've always wanted to try it because this game has been limited to Japan only, and it's traditionally an arcade game with cards where players actually collect the cards and can go to the arcade machines. And honestly, the whole idea of that, I love every bit of it. I love arcades. I think there's something that we kind of take for granted nowadays. Arcades are still an amazing time. But unfortunately, we didn't get the arcade version of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. We got the actual standalone console edition or PC edition, where you collect digital cards, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I was excited to play this and try it out and see how much I enjoy it. Now, immediately right off the bat, as soon as I started playing this game, I realized why more than likely they never brought this game over to the United States, and that's because it's a pretty advanced game. At first, it seems kind of straightforward and easy to figure out, but there are so many mechanics in this game you got to try to memorize when it comes to your character's abilities, how you have to play your characters, how they have to be positioned on the board when you're going to be playing your characters to activate their abilities based on what turn you're in, or who's on the field, or who's actually trying to regain stamina and they're in the recovery area. I mean, there's just so much going on. There's different character types. Honestly, I would say this game is a much more advanced version of Dragon Ball Legend, because honestly, that's what it feels like. There's a lot of very similar mechanics in both games when it comes to player type or card type. There's collisions where you have to time taps on the screen to beat your opponent and have the better timing. There's special abilities. There's abilities where your characters can work together, similar to the Rising Rush in Dragon Ball Legends. So I honestly feel like maybe Dragon Ball Legends was Bandai Namco's kind of opportunity to test the waters with this style of game with Dragon Ball before bringing it over to North America. And I think maybe was probably what led them to actually bring this over, to see if people wanted a more advanced, harder version of that game, because that's what this feels like. It feels like a much harder version, a much more difficult, harder to learn version of Dragon Ball Legends. And honestly, I don't know if a lot of people would get into it for that reason. It is fun. I enjoy it. I love strategy games like this. I love card games. I like Dragon Ball Legends. I really like this game. I think it's fun. But I know there is some groups of people that don't really like this kind of game. They don't really like this style of playing, and that's understandable. So I don't know how well this game is going to take off, because it is one that takes a little while to get used to. Like I said, even where I'm at in the game, I'm still finding new mechanics I didn't even know existed before. Like I could play one match and then go into the next match and learn something completely different. But there is a lot going on for this game. Now, the biggest thing this game's got going for is fan service. Now, if you don't already know, Dragon Ball Heroes does not take place in the canon universe of Dragon Ball. We've seen that with the Super Dragon Ball Heroes mini-series that they ran, the limited run. That was actually to promote this game. It was a really cool little series they did to give some fan service, but also help market this game before it came out. And we saw Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We get things like that, things that never would happen in the universe or in the actual canon world, but happen because fans want it to happen, and now you have a chance to not only do that in a game, but watch it in cinematically as like an animation or cartoon, which is really cool. So in playing this game, you're going to get a lot of things that are in the canon universe that you might really want to see. You're going to see fusions that have never been done before, things like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, because he never achieved Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, Super Saiyan Blue Trunks. I mean, there's all kinds of different possibilities for you to see in this game, because they're all anomalies that don't take place in the canon universe. And that's what I love most about this game, is the fact that you can actually see things and see characters that you've wanted to see achieve certain things, actually achieve them in this game without having to step on the toes of what is canon and what isn't. This game wasn't a big download either. It was only about 4 gigabytes, and it's not really hard to get started, but it does take a little while to get used to. As I said, I'm still learning new mechanics to the game. I'm learning something new every time I play it, it seems like. And the tutorial system is not very good. I will say the tutorial that they put in this game to teach new players how to play is not good whatsoever. It doesn't really explain to you anything. It just kind of says, okay, put this character here, here, here. They're going to do a special ability. But it doesn't tell you why they're going to do that special ability. So you actually have to back out after you do the tutorials and go through all your cards and your characters you have unlocked to figure out what abilities do what round they do them in, and what position your character needs to be in for it to work. And there's still days I'll be playing and I'll put a character on the map and all of a sudden it'll be linked to another one and it'll be recovering stamina. And I had no idea that that character at that round could even do that ability. So it's just, there's a lot to learn here. There's a lot to figure out, and it's kind of a learning curve. But at the end of the day, I'm having fun playing this. I would really like a mobile version of it. I ended up getting it on my PC and my Switch. The Switch is as close as I'm going to get to being a mobile version of this game. I do recommend playing it on a Switch if you're going to play it at all. On a PC, it's a little weird because there is a lot of times it wants you to swipe or use your finger to do certain motions, and it feels really weird doing it with a controller. I do recommend if you're going to get this game, get it on the Switch. It plays a lot easier, plays a lot better to play it on the Switch than it does on the PC. So I highly recommend if you're going to play this game, get it on the Switch. I'm actually kind of hoping they make a mobile phone version of this game because I think it would benefit a lot from a mobile platform. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see if they decide to come that route. But guys, that's all the time I got for this one right now. I hope you enjoyed this short little quick review of Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. I hope if you didn't know this game was coming out, maybe you gained some interest towards this game. Or if you're a hardcore Dragon Ball fan, you knew it was coming out and you're like me, you spaced that it was coming out because they basically did no marketing for it. Guess what? It's out. Go grab it and try it out. But let me know what you guys think below. Have you tried Dragon Ball Heroes? Do you want to try it? Is it look a little too complicated? Are card games like this not really your cup of tea? Let me know in the comments down below. But guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more, please do me a favor and mash that red subscribe button. If you want to know anytime Nathan or I upload videos, please do us a favor, ring that bell icon so you can make sure YouTube sends you notifications out every time we upload. But thanks guys, and I will see you all next time.